Hi, how you doing? Greetings from Toronto. How are you today?
How's it going? Nice to meet you.
It's nice
Well,
to see you. Listen, we're old pals because we spoke when you guys got together for Thundermans return of the Thundermans. And let's you know what, Kira, let's just start with you because we talked a lot about getting back together after such a long time and what it was like after, everybody seeing each other and getting the super suits back on and all those things. Then you guys find out you get this series. What was your reaction to that, Kira?
Um, Thrilled and excited and feeling like my sneaky little master plan had worked out because when we went into development on the movie, I very strongly wanted to make the movie in certain ways that I thought might set us up to be more likely to be able to make a series. So when that happened, I was thrilled. And yeah, it was different. Getting into the movie was all of this, wow, it's been all these years, we're reuniting, this is so crazy. Getting into the series was like, okay, now we get to have a moment to really sit back into these characters and
Yeah,
find our way like through it and really dig in a deeper way. We shot the movie in like 9 days. We shot the series over 26 episodes. So
right,
having that
right.
time to like really slot back in was great. And like as proud as I am of the first couple of episodes, I definitely think it just gets better and better over the course of the year as we all like really just sit right back in and everybody finds their rhythm. I mean, by episode 10, 11, 12, like the show's so good. It like feels like the original series. So I'm excited for people to watch it, find its rhythm over the next,
Yeah,
however many.
yeah, absolutely. Jack, let's go to you next because, I want to know, as Kira just said, it gets its rhythm as you guys go along. Tell me a little bit about, reuniting and getting a chance to play this family again and how the chemistry just came back.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'll just echo everything Kira said. When we got together for the movie, we didn't know how it would go, and of course we had high hopes. But that chemistry, we didn't know how strong it would be there, and surely enough, it really was there. Which is why we got a spin-off series, and so.
Yeah.
Uh, I think what she's saying is true. I think a lot of season ones are people are the cast and the crew really figuring it out, and you see that all the time here and there in season one of most shows. But because of our history, it wasn't really like it was kind of accelerated, right? We pretty much found that rhythm, like Kira said, about halfway through, whereas most shows really don't find it until the end of season one, and so
Yeah.
we already had 103 episodes of the original show. We already had a movie under our belt. And so once we spent some time in Vancouver, kind of readjusted and sort of, to this new city and, a new crew and some new players around us, once we kind of settled into that, I mean, it was off to the races and we really found our stride about, episode 10 or 11, like Kira said.
We also got to
Yeah.
train your crew and how to shoot multicam, which is something in and of itself. And it was really fun watching the crew kind of take on this new genre with so much enthusiasm and find their way through it. And, I remember early on being on set and just like pausing and being like, hey, everyone, if something's funny, you're allowed to laugh. It helps us, in fact. Like, and everyone's like, oh, right. Like, we're so used to being on like single cam dramas where you're like in the middle of the woods at 3 a.m, and just staying as quiet as possible. So
Yeah.
it was really fun to have get to come up to us and be like, oh my God, multicam is so much fun. Like we're
Right.
loving it.
Yeah. Okay, Maya, let's give you your time to shine now. Now, what's so wonderful about it is you were so little when the show originally aired. Look at you, a nice young lady right now. But in this series, Chloe really gets to shine because we get to know a little bit more about her. What was it like for you to come back and now as a young adult, like just be able to play her in this fashion and shine, take control a little bit.
Yeah, it was really fun because one, I got to develop Chloe's character, and I was nervous because like I didn't know how I was gonna do acting as Chloe now that I'm older, but
Yeah.
once I got the hang of it, it was a lot more fun, and I'm a lot like Chloe, so it was pretty easy for me. And yeah.
Do you run around in a super suit at home?
No, but her her normal characteristics are like me.
I
Got
mean,
it. Got it.
she's a killer soccer player, so she runs around in her soccer uniform, being pretty kick butt. That's her superpower.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Now, Kira, you're also a producer. How do you like doing that?
I love it. Jack is an EP too, but yeah, I love it. I mean, you know, I care so much about this show. And I'm very detail oriented. I like to hold a lot of different pieces in my brain and, you know, do things in an order to prevent problems later down the line. And I love logisticizing and scheduling and, you know, just like taking lots of different puzzle pieces and putting them together. And in essence, that's what producing is, especially on a show like this. So it's a great hat to be able to wear. It's a lot to be doing while being on camera at the same time, but it's also great because, like I said, you can sort of preempt things, you know, rather than just showing up on the day and going, oh, shoot, this set should have been designed in the other direction, or this costume should have been made differently to make this scene work, or, oh, we should have cast this other person because they would have looked better. Like, instead of coming to set and realizing those issues, getting to be in those production meetings 3 weeks earlier and spot things before they arise is really, really satisfying for me. I really enjoyed it. And also just getting to, you know, Jack and I have played these characters for so long and we know the show so well. So being able to like use that knowledge and be stepping out of turn when we say to the showrunners, hey, I think something needs to be tweaked, is really nice to do.
I think like Kira said, we just get to collaborate, you know? We get to sort of really work closely with the showrunners and sort of put our own thoughts into what we're making, even more so than we were kids. Like Kira said, it kind of felt like we had those thoughts when we were kids, you know, to like, you know, jump in and say, oh, well, I think this. But you know, as an actor, your job is to just do that thing. Your job is to just kind of fall in line in that way and sort of fulfill a role in a puzzle piece. And so as EPs, you know, Kira and I really got to see a broader picture of the whole project, and it was a real learning experience for both of us.
Yeah, I'm sure. Sorry, I just have a little bit of a tickle in my throat. I'm sorry. Maya, you know, this is not just about saving the day. Even though you guys have such a fun time and a great time doing this show, it's really a lot about embracing growth, all of you. And I wanted to know from you, especially Maya, how you've grown, like, you know, playing this character, what you've learned, and kind of brought into your real life.
Yeah, well, Jack and Kira always help me on set if I need like a certain line that how to say it, and I've developed Chloe as like a sassy kind of girl, and I feel like I'm a little sassy in real life, so that kind of was easy for me to act for Chloe, but I'm still gonna learn to do her character better, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, no, and I know fans here in Toronto or in Canada, we get it here on Paramount Plus, so we're very excited. Congratulations to all three of you. Thank you so much for your time. I hope maybe next year we will reunite again. Maybe there'll be another season. Okay, so take it easy. Have a great day.
And the next and the next. We'll see you there.
Exactly. And I hope you guys are all safe and your families are all safe and everybody's doing okay. I really do hope so.
Appreciate you saying so.
Thank you.
Still be an executive producer next year.
Yes, yes. Bye, guys. Thanks for your time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.